Well, the past 5 years have certainly been a roller coaster ride for American singing sensation Anastacia. She has sold more than 30 million albums, had 5 top 10 ARIA hits, and endured a battle with breast cancer.
She now has a new greatest hits album out called Pieces of a Dream. It features 4 new songs, including the title track. Take a look.
Hey, that is the unmistakable voice of Anastacia, and she joins us now from London. Good morning to you. Great to have you join us today. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. It's good to be here.
Now, tell us about the album, Greatest Hits album. Doesn't mean that you're going to stop making new albums, does it?
No, actually, there's an interestingly strange, funny story that goes along with that. My record company called me up and asked me if I would be interested in working on a Greatest Hits, and I thought they meant on someone else's greatest hits, like a duet. And I was like, sure, yeah. And they're like, oh, great. Well, and then when they went deeper, I was like, whoa, my greatest hits? Are you crazy? I can't. So I was really almost completely not okay and almost put the brakes on the project because I really felt like I wasn't ready. And it was just not, I hadn't even thought of doing something like that, nor did I even expect that I had anything in my catalog that could require a greatest hits. Well, I was wrong. They proved it to me. And, I sort of went along with with OK Corral and said, okay, I'll do it. And then, of course, putting the packaging together was like, my ultimate goal is putting like the best ever packaging and incentivizing and putting a collector's edition and putting everything on there. So, I really put my heart and my soul into this one.
Well, it reminds you how many hit songs that you've had. Is there one particular song, come on, be honest, that's your favourite, the one that goes off when you're performing live?
Well, I really do like a lot of my songs. I haven't written songs that I'm like, oh, I have to do this tonight. I don't have one song in my repertoire like that, even songs that I don't put on the hits. But I think that if I had to pick one, because it's like picking a child's, it's like you don't want to pick one and get the others mad. But I would pick I'm Out of Love because it was the song that started it all off, and I still enjoy singing it. It's still like such a fun song to sing that, it kind of gives me that feeling, makes you want to get up and dance,
I put it in the category of when I'm driving along, I crank it up. I've got to put the windows down, and I'm a really bad singer, but I'm afraid I've got to sing along with you on that one, so that's definitely a favourite.
Oh my God, that's so funny. There's been a couple of my friends that say they've broken some speakers to their car because they tried to turn it up so they didn't hear themselves singing, and then they totally ruined their car system.
Yeah, I'm definitely that category. Look, I've got to ask you how you're doing. I mean, you look fantastic. You're obviously doing really well. Of course, back in January 2003 was when you told everybody, you confirmed to the world that you had breast cancer. I know that you've said it was an enormously tough battle that's changed your life. How are you doing now?
I'm doing great. It's really interesting. I think if you talk to anyone who's had cancer and come through it, they'll say that it feels like so far away and almost like as if they're talking about an experience someone else had. It's very hard for me to believe I went through all the things I went through and that I suffered so hard during the process, but I feel so wonderful. I feel so healthy and spiritually good, and I think the tour definitely helped me find myself again and be really in touch with my artist as well as my own womanhood, and so it's been great, and I feel amazing.
Yeah, well, and also you probably don't realise what an inspiration you've been to other women. I spent the weekend at a big fundraising in Perth for the Children's Hospital, and one of the girls knew you were coming on today who just come out of the oncology ward, and gave me a little letter to send to you because she said you got her through her treatment for cancer. Now, how good is that?
It's, I went through what I went through, and I would never have gone public if I didn't think that in some way this was a reason why. I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to help others through it. I myself needed the guidance of other people as well. I mean, I definitely think that a lot of encouragement is necessary during a time that you go through. And some people don't want to be in the public eye. Some people don't want to be seen. Some people do. It's, you know, I mean, there's so many different emotions that go along with having cancer, breast cancer, any kind of illness that's a disease and debilitating. So, you know, I mean, I'm really grateful that I helped anybody out. I think that's great.
Okay.
Definitely. You're a strong, sexy woman, and we just so appreciate you for it and love you for it. Anastacia, so good to talk to you, and please come and visit us at Brekkie Central when you come out to
I will.
Australia.
I'm gonna go dive into the pool now.
Good deal.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like my little water over here.
All right, come on back and see us. We need another tour.
I will. Bye,
Okay.
everybody.
Bye. How nice.
Oh, she is just...
She looks absolutely gorgeous. I think she looks better normal in real life like
She's
that than she
gorgeous.
does on her video clips. She just
But
looks
the
as
thing I
though
love is she was this strong, feisty, sexy woman,
Yep.
and she got breast cancer, and she's still a strong, feisty, sexy woman, and it's just made her even
Yep,
stronger.
exactly. And Sophie, I'm sending your letter to Anastacia as well. That was so
gorgeous.
nice.
All right, well, do stay with us. It is a myth that diabetics can't eat sweet things, but they do still have to be careful with their diet.
And next we will